It's a very nice evening today, and when we sail around, we meet interesting people. There's a guy who was in Riga
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, few weeks ago, and we are from Riga. But now we met in Finland. But you're not from this country. You're kind of.
No, actually, I'm a Finn, but I'm a Swedish-spoken Finn. So it's a small difference in it. We have about 300,000 Swedish-spoken in Finland.
So your home is
In Helsinki.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And your name is
Jan Granberg.
Jan Grand. I can't even.
Jan Granberg.
Jan Granberg.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Anja, and I wanted to ask you how everything started with you, with sailing, with the sea, and how did you fall in love instantly with this thing, or it's in family like tradition, or?
That's almost a family tradition, because I think I was about 4 or 5 years old when we were out with the motorboats out in a small archipelago in Sipoo. And after that, it's been out here and there with speedboats in the youth, out drinking, having some fun, and working then on the cruise ships, and slowly get forward then from the motorboating to sailing. And usually we are sailing then more or less 6-7 weeks in a row. We are here in the archipelago of Finland, Sweden, and also Estonia.
So basically most of your life on the water.
Yeah.
And you probably bring your family with you also when you do it?
Yeah, all the youth have been around. We got twins and then a daughter. So they've been out on the boating a long time, and still they are well coming out also.
And I think we're in a special place today because you said this is like an island. You've been here before, but not with the sailing. But
no, I was during the army in Finland, so I was on the royal side, where we have just the marine, and we're out here boating, and because we are carrying around the mines and training here on the island, and it's an old army spot, and also old mining from the late 50s.
So what's the name of this house?
Jussare.
Jussare.
And now we are in Tammisaari Archipelago, and here is like you got in 5-10 miles where you're going around. You got loads of spots where you can just stay anchorage, do things, and also here are a few restaurants. So it's whatever you want to do, you can find here.
So this is a place you know, and it's kind of your place. But I'm interested in what is your favorite place to visit with the yacht in Europe, or maybe more further?
I like quite a lot the Swedish archipelago because it's different to the Finn one, because all the services are much more better on the Swedish side, because they understand to keep the restaurants open after 9 o'clock. While here in Finland, everybody's going to sleep because we have to leave in the morning 4 or 5 to get to the next place. So they get stressed out. And when you get stressed out, that means also your wife gets stressed out. And
She's
then
hungry.
you are fucked, and now our boats are fucked because they're coming straight through. Okay, this is just a small minor thing here in the archipelago. When you're playing around here to be a captain, and then you need to also check around a little bit what's happening when the boats are coming in. But
that's why he's always he's not always relaxed.
Yeah.
Like a captain, he's not always relaxed. Just looks sometimes, but he's always good to go.
You need to be on the edge.
Yeah. Anyway, so you said in a Swedish archipelago.
Yep.
Archipelago. Yeah.
Skärgården i Sverige.
Okay, even more harder. But you said there's a book. It's written where to go because it's like a restaurant guide.
Yeah.
So you're not choosing the place because of
the restaurant.
How beautiful is nature, but how good is the restaurant?
And also the other one, take the boats. So you can use different kind of books. You can have these ordinary ones like Armholma Landsort, where you have lots of places where you can go, how to get taggled in, and here's all about the laws and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. Special places where to get into. But Then when you've been out for a year or two and you've been drinking again. So
you start to get bored, yeah?
So then you get this book like Skärgårdsmat.
Okay, culinary guide.
Culinary guide. So then you start to navigate with the book. You find here a restaurant called, for example, Café Notholmen.
Oh, it's so, oh my god, it looks
Sweden.
So good.
So then you just
we haven't eaten. So where?
Yeah.
What?
So then you just go a little bit after the book and check out the food in the restaurants, and then the next place.
Especially if you're
a new restaurant. But this time we are in Magasinet in Waukesha, also in Sweden.
Especially if you are really hungry and you look at the picture, you have a motivation to go there.
Yeah.
You have like, okay, I'm gonna go there.
And then when we had this, you're allowed to fish around here, like as long as you don't throw it out. It's just sitting there, then you don't need to have the permit. And it's quite good fishing anyhow, so you can get something and make something out of it. A little bit potatoes you can buy here from the guys in the islands, and also some green stuff. For the guys, don't eat green stuff because it's not healthy for you. I just know that one. But it's easy going. You have to live like with the nature. Okay, we got the fridge, we got the stuff, we got the booze. But it's always nice to remember everything how it started. You had an old wooden boat, no engine, and you just went out.
That's true.
And lived what you get there.
This is a little bit like wild port also.
Yeah.
There's not like luxury like restaurants or
No.
we went today, there was just one soup, it's a local salmon something, and that's it. And it's really nice actually, it's really tasty. So it's sometimes nice to have a little bit less comfort, but more like wild nature and wild things around. So how long you've been sailing actually in your life? Like just with the yacht, I mean.
Sailing boats I've been out with now for 16 years, and before that I was using just motorboats.
So 16 years, that's quite a lot. Do you have any advice for young sailors or something that you learned, like a good lesson?
Yeah, the good lesson is when you start to buy your first boat, buy a big one. Because when you buy a small boat, it goes for 1 year and you need a bigger one, and then you need a bigger one, and it's like a fucking disease. Your boat is always too small.
So I think I heard something that you said about years. If you have 30, then you need like...
Yeah, when you're 30, you have to need a 30 feeder, and then you get 40, and then you 40 feeder, and then you go into 50 feeder. And I'm now 54, and I told my wife it's just going to be 6 years, and then I'm going to believe it's 60 feeders would be nice, but she told me that we're not going to buy a 60 feeder. So I tried that one, and we just buy straight away the 70 feeder, but it didn't work that either. So.
But the one you have right now, it's pretty big. So two of you, is it hard to navigate or
no? Usually...
I saw you yesterday. Actually, you were really good at that. Really, like professionals. Just two of you, like.
Usually I drive this also alone, and as long as you come in, not with the stern, just backing in, then you don't have any problems because you just take the buoy, click it, and you get in. You have the balls here behind, not these, but the other ones. And then you just connect your back, and that's it. And you just start straight out everything. So everything is just how you plan. Think about the wind, your neighbors, and stuff.
Basically, you need 16 years of practice, then you can do it alone.
Yeah, I know. It's like the first mistake when you have to pay like 10,000 euros for, and after that you learn really quick.
That's a good one. But yeah, it's always you have to know the weather thing, because if it's nice weather, of course it's maybe easy, but if it's like really rough and windy and
there's like the old rule when you are going out with a sailing boat, if you have one knot, 1.1, when you're coming in to the buoy, everything goes fine. But if you have to stop it and go forward, forget it, then you're out. It doesn't when you have a hard wind like 50 meters or more. So what you have there, the bow thruster, there's never ever enough power in it. Okay, now we have a nice sunny day, really easy. It's having a nice sound, and it's going to the left, to the right, and everything. But when you have the wind, you just have noise and nothing is happening. So then you need also the power when you're about with the first boat. Think about that when you have like 50 meters, you have just going with the engine. Are you going backwards or forwards? So over 30 horsepower is needed for that. So and also always remember, if you're not going out alone and you have your wife and the kids, so you need the water toilets. And it's not allowed to come in water in the wrong place, like in the windows where it's supposed to be watertight. And also you need the heat. And afterwards, when you go a little bit forward and you start to buy the boat with also the air conditioner, so that also needs to be working.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Longest trip?
Longest? Okay. So you talked a lot about like Swedish sailing places and Finnish. Maybe you've been somewhere further away, or what's the longest trip for you?
No.
The longest distance or the timing, basically.
Like the sailing here, we are in a small like tub here in between Finland, Estonia, Latvia. So here is like the mileage when you're going, if you're having a long day, it's 130, 168 miles if you're going to like Visby or something. But usually we are keeping them to about 30, 50 miles per day, because then everybody is happy. And especially then when you're on the Swedish side, so then to go to new nice places, you just need like 5 miles, because there's a lot of places there. Also here in Finland, but as I said, it's a huge difference between Sweden and Finland.
Okay, it was nice to meet you. It was nice to have a little interview with you, and we hope to see you actually in Riga, not just with a car, but come with a boat. And I hope...
Skål på er alla, låt oss dricka oss trevligt.
Skål! Cheers, yeah?